హలో డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్, వెల్కమ్ టు MY3 Academy. ఈ వీడియోలో మనం ప్రాబబిలిటీ రిలేటెడ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ని ఒకసారి అబ్జర్వ్ చేద్దాం. సో బేసికల్గా APICETలో అండర్ స్టాటిస్టికల్ ఎబిలిటీ వీఆర్ గెటింగ్ 10 క్వశ్చన్స్. దట్ మీన్స్ 10 మార్క్స్ ఈజ్ అ వెయిటేజ్ ఫ్రమ్ స్టాటిస్టికల్ ఎబిలిటీ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ 55 మార్క్స్ ఆఫ్ మ్యాథమెటికల్ ఎబిలిటీ సెక్షన్. సో దాంట్లో మనకి ప్రాబబిలిటీ నుంచి 4 to 5 క్వశ్చన్స్ వస్తున్నాయి. అదే మనం TG ICET ఎగ్జామ్లో అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే మ్యాథమెటికల్ ఎబిలిటీ నుంచి 75 క్వశ్చన్స్ వస్తే స్టాటిస్టికల్ ఎబిలిటీ ఈజ్ హ్యావింగ్ 10 మార్క్స్ ఆఫ్ వెయిటేజ్. Out of 10 marks in statistical ability, you are going to see 5 marks from probability topic. So I collected all the previous year questions which are appeared in TG ICET and APICET exam. We'll look at those questions one by one along with the concept required to solve the probability questions. So basically, what is meant by probability? So probability is all about chance of happening or occurrence of an event. So the event can be anything. It can be a tossing a coin or rolling a dice or picking a ball from the container or picking a card from the deck of cards. So any one of the event, the chance of happening of that event is called probability. So that means this chance is always lies between 0% to 100%. That is the reason probability of any event you are going to take, it always lies between 0 to 1. And we can use one mathematical formula to calculate probability of any event, that is number of favorable conditions divided by total number of outcomes. So outcomes is always bigger than the favorable cases. And if you take the sum of all the probabilities, it is always equal to 1. So just keep remember these points. So very important point is whenever you are solving the probability question, just do remember this formula. Probability will be given as number of favorable cases divided by total number of outcomes. So you have to calculate the total outcomes, and by looking at the given condition, you can calculate the favorable cases. So favorable cases by outcomes will give the probability of any event. So what are the events we are generally going to see? What are the questions we generally going to see is, these are the questions we will be seeing. One is tossing a coin and rolling a dice and picking a ball from the container and picking a card from the deck of cards. These are the general questions which we can see from the probability topic. So let's have a glance on the question which is given in the previous paper of TG ICET Shift 1. So last year paper, if 3 unbiased coins are tossed, what is the probability of getting exactly 2 hits? So this is the question which is related to coins problems, the event of coins. So we all know when we toss one coin, how many outcomes you are going to get? You are going to get 2 outcomes. One is head, the other one is tail. Similarly, if you throw 2 coins, how many outcomes you are going to get? You are going to get 4 outcomes. Those are head head and head tail and tail head and tail tail. That means you are going to see 4 outcomes here. Generally we can represent this. 1 coin will give 2 raised to the power of 1 outcomes. 2 coins will give 2 raised to the power of 2 outcomes. 3 coins will be 2 power 3. Similarly, if you are throwing n coins, the total number of outcomes is given as 2 raised to the power of n. Just remember this so that you can easily write the denominator value of your formula as number of favorable cases by outcomes. So if you are throwing 3 coins, the total outcomes will be equal to how much? 8. So what are those 8 outcomes? You can see that 8 outcomes like this. If 3 coins are tossed, that number of outcomes are 2 raised to the power of 3. 2 power 3 is nothing but 8. So these 8 outcomes is given as like this: head head tail, sorry, head head head, head head tail, head tail head and tail head head. And similarly you can also start with all the tails: tail tail tail, tail tail head, tail head tail and head tail tail. So these are the total 8 outcomes you are going to see. So now the question is, what is the probability of getting exactly 2 hits? So where you are getting exactly 2 hits? if you observe carefully, so this is the one case, this is the other case, this is the other case. In these three cases, we are getting exactly 2 hits. That means these are the 3 favorable cases. What is the probability formula? Probability will be given as number of favorable cases by total outcomes. In this question, they mentioned that 3 coins are tossed. So 3 coins are tossed means the total outcomes are 2 power 3, which is equal to 8. And what are the favorable cases? We should get exactly 2 hits. Exactly 2 hits is possible in 3 ways. That means number of favorable cases are 3 out of 8. So the probability is given as 3 out of 8. That means 3 by 8, available as option 2. You can mark it as answer choice. Let's look at the another question. So this question is based on the dice given in APICET 2025 paper. So 2 dice of different colors are shown simultaneously, thrown simultaneously. Then probability of getting 2 numbers whose sum is a even number. So first of all, you should know how many outcomes you are going to get if you are throwing 1 dice. So if you are throwing 1 die, we are going to get 6 outcomes. Those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Similarly, if you are throwing 2 dice, you will get 6 square outcomes. That means 36. If you are throwing 3 dice, you will get 6 cube outcomes. That means 216. So similarly, if you are throwing n dice, the total number of outcomes will be given as 6 power n. So 1 die 6 power 1, 2 dice 6 power 2, 3 dice 6 power 3. If you are throwing n dice, in general, we are going to get 6 raised to the power of n outcomes. So here in the question, they mentioned 2 dice are thrown. If 2 dice are thrown, we are going to get 6 raised to the power of 2 outcomes, which are 36 outcomes. What are those 36 outcomes? I have clearly mentioned here. You can observe 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. Similarly, and so on, 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 6. So these are the 36 outcomes we are going to get. But what is the condition here? We should get the sum is a even number. That means if you are throwing 2 dice, what is the possibility of getting the sum? So if you observe 2 dice are thrown, the minimum number on the dice is 1. That means the minimum sum which you are going to get when you are throwing the 2 dice is 2. What is the maximum sum we are going to see on the dice when we are throwing the 2 dice? So maximum number is 6. That means the maximum sum which you are going to see is 6 plus 6, which is equal to 12. So the minimum sum is 2, maximum sum is 12. So what are the chances of getting that if you observe? So how many ways you are going to get 2? 2 you will get in 1 way. 3 you will get in 2 ways. Those are 1, 2 and 2, 1. 4 you are going to get in 3 ways. 5 in 4 ways. 6 in 5 ways. 7 in 6 ways. 8 in 5 ways. 9 in 4 ways. And 10 in 3 ways. 11 in 2 ways. Again 12 in 1 way. So this will have this pattern 1 to 6 again coming back to 1. So here the question is, what is the probability of getting sum as a even number? So 2 to 12, what are the even numbers you are going to see? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So what is the possibility of getting it? You need to know. So 2 you will get it in 1 way, 4 you are going to get it in 3 ways, 6 you are going to get it in 5 ways, again 8 you are going to get it in 3 ways, and 5 ways, and 10 you are going to get it in 3 ways, and 12 you are going to get in 1. So that means the chances are going to be 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 6, 16, plus 2, which is 18. So 18 are the favorable cases out of 36. So 18 by 36 means we can say it is going to be 1 by 2. So hope you understand how to deal with this question. Let's look at the next one. So you have another trick for solving this also. So 1 to 12 is the sum on the faces of a dice, and these are indicating the number of ways to get it. So you should get an even number. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So you can just add up the numbers which are available in the red color. 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 5 which is going to be 14, 14 plus 3, 17 plus 1, 18. So 18 are the favorable cases because 2 dice are thrown, the total outcomes are 36. Probability will be equal to 18 by 36, which is 1 by 2. That is how you can deal with the question. Let's look at the next one. When 2 dice are thrown, what is the probability of getting a prime number on one dice and composite number on the other dice? So if you are throwing 2 dice, what is the probability of getting the total outcomes? 6 power 2, which is going to be 36. So these are the total outcomes. But the favorable case is first dice should show prime number and the second dice should show composite number. What are the prime numbers here? Remember, 1 is not a prime number. So 2, 3, 5 are the prime numbers. That means possibility of getting a prime number in the first dice is 3 ways. And composite number, what are the composite numbers? 4 and 6 are the composite number. 1 is neither prime nor composite. That means getting composite number on the second dice is possible in 2 ways. So the total outcomes are going to be 3 into 2, 6 ways. So the probability will be given as number of favorable cases divided by total outcomes. Because we have thrown 2 dice, the total outcomes are going to be 6 power 2, which is equal to 36. What are the favorable cases? Favorable cases are 6. So 6 by 36 means we can say it is going to be 1 by 6. Mark the answer choice as option 1 here. Hope you understand how to deal with the question. So let's look at the another question. A box contains 6 red balls and 4 blue balls. If 2 balls are drawn at random, what is the probability that they are of the same color? So how many balls you are drawing? First you need to observe. You are drawing 2 balls. So total how many balls are available? 6 red and 4 blue. So the total balls available is 10. Out of the 10 balls, how many balls you want to choose? You want to choose 2 balls. That means that total possibilities are going to be 10C2. These are the total outcomes which we are going to get. But what is the favorable cases here? So if you observe the question, they are mentioned that they are of the same color. That means whatever is the 2 balls you are choosing, that can be completely red or that can be completely blue. So choosing 2 red balls out of 6 balls is possible in 6C2 ways. And choosing 2 red balls out of the 4 blue balls is possible in, choosing 2 balls out of the 4 is possible in 4C2 ways. So either this are the favorable cases. That means the probability will be given as, so the total outcomes are going to be 10C2, that is there in the denominator. So these are the total outcomes. Choosing 2 balls out of the 10 balls is possible in 10C2 ways. And if you choose the 2 red balls, that is possible in 6C2 ways. Or if you are choosing 2 blue balls, that is possible in 4C2 ways. So this probability you have to calculate. So 6C2 is nothing but 6 into 5 divided by 2, which is equal to 15. 4C2 means 4 into 3 divided by 2, which is equal to 6. 10C2 means 10 into 9 divided by 2, which is equal to 45. So if you further simplify this, you are going to get 21 divided by 45. Both the numbers are going in 3 table. So we can further simplify 3 7s are and 3 1s are 3 5s are. So it is giving 7 by 15, which is available as option 1 for us. You can mark it as answer choice. Let's look at the next question. If you observe this question, 2 balls are drawn from the bag which is having 5 red and 4 black and 6 blue balls. Probability that both the balls are different color. Both the balls are different color. So that means here total how many balls are there? 5, 4, 6. So the total number of balls available with us is 15. So how many balls you want to pick out of 15? You want to pick only 2 balls. So choosing 2 balls out of 15 balls is possible in 15C2 ways. But what is the favorable condition here? The favorable condition is the 2 balls which you have chosen should be different color. That means you can choose red and black or blue or red, blue and red. So how many ways you can do that? So red and black means 5 into 4, 5C1 into 4C1, one red and one black, which is possible in 5 4s are 20. And choosing one black and one blue, so that is possible in 4C1 into 6C1, 6 into 4 is 24. And choosing one blue and one red, 6C1 into 5C1, 6 into 5, which is 30. So if you further simplify, you are going to get this result as 74. And the denominator is 15C2. 15C2 means 15 into 14 divided by 2. So if you further simplify this, you will be getting the final result. So the further simplification of these numbers, so you can look at 2 1s are 2 7s are. So it is giving a result as 74 divided by 15 into 7 is giving a result as 105. So answer must be 74 divided by 105. You can check the option which is having 74 divided by 105. You can mark it as an answer choice. So first option is given as 74 by 105. You can mark it as an answer choice. So let's look at the next question. So a well shuffled cards, that means deck of cards, 52 cards. What is the probability that a card is diamond, spade or a club? So you are picking one card from the deck of cards, that is possibility is 52. C1, that means 52 only. What is the probability that the card drawn is diamond, spade or club? How many diamond will be there? So you are going to see 13 diamond. And how many spade will be there? 13 spade. How many club will be there? 13 club. So here we should get diamond or spade or club. So total cards are 52 and favorable cards are 39. So 39 by 52, which is going to give a result as 13 3s are 13 4s are 3 by 4, which is 0.75. And do remember this, out of the 52 cards, 26 red, 26 black. And out of 26 red, you are going to see 13 diamond, 13 heart. And 26 black card will have 13 club and 13 spade. So if you remember this diagram, you will be feeling comfortable. And every 13 suit or set will have A, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and JQK. So this, if you remember, you will be solving easily the questions related to the cards. So these are the questions which are given in the previous papers. I have collected some practice questions which are given again in the previous papers. You can solve the questions. There are only 3 practice questions available. Solve it and comment your answer choices. Look at the first practice question on the screen. Pause the video, take a screenshot, solve the question, comment your answer. Practice question number 2. Pause the video, take a screenshot, solve the question, comment your answer. Next, practice question number 3. You can solve these 3 practice questions and comment your answer choices below. Based on your comments, I will make a next video. Thank you so much. And we have launched, because AP and TG ICET examination is again going to be conducted in next 1 month. So we have hardly 1 month period of time to write the exam. That's the reason MY3 has launched 1 month program. So with the cost of 800 rupees. So you can go and check out MY3 Exam Prep, where you can see TG ICET and APICET courses with the less price with 1 month duration. So if you are interested and if you like the classes, you can buy the course, where you can see all the videos related to analytical, mathematical and communication ability, all the sections with the material and practice test. Thank you so much. Subscribe MY3 Academy channel and do comment if you have any doubt related to the exam or questions. So we are ready to discuss. So please download MY3 Exam Prep, where you can access all the previous papers of TG ICET and APICET freely. So follow us in Telegram and Instagram. Thank you so much. See you in the next session.